And also when we talk about Romania, we're actually talking about three very distinct cultural spheres. So we have Transylvania, where we are now, which was a place that was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but could rule itself, and also was under Ottoman rule, but had a degree of autonomy. Cities were largely German-speaking and Hungarian-speaking here, and most of the Romanians were in the countryside, were serfs, actually, until 1848. So that's a very distinct and different cultural area than when you talk about the South, which was just a completely different historical situation, or the eastern parts of Romania and the Republic of Moldova, which were really in the Russian sphere of influence. And the cultures of those cities there were primarily Russian-speaking. So it's just, we're talking about in Romania all these very distinct areas. So I think that's one thing just to keep in mind. When we're talking about the influence of Romanian music on klezmer, we're actually talking about mostly Eastern Romania and Southern Romanian klezmer music. Because when you hear some folk music from Transylvania, it sounds quite different. It sounds quite different. So I won't describe what those sounds are, but the folk music from this region is distinct from the other regions in Romania.
So, can I ask, what do the words mean? What does the word hora mean in Romanian?
Dance.
And duan, what is that?
Doina.
Doina means?
Doina is a sort of it's a very broad category of sort of out-of-tempo, either instrumental or vocal pieces.
Okay.
And that's actually all over the Romanian-speaking areas where there are Romanian speakers. There were doinas played and sung. In some places, like in northern Romania, the tradition was that they would be improvised. The texts would also be improvised. Mm-hmm. In some other places, they were really set with specific texts and sort of thought of as compositions. In Transylvania, also, there are doinas, even in the Hungarian repertoires and Roma repertoire and different minority groups. So it's a very Romanian character, but it's also definitely spread outwards.
Does Doina
But you have to also say, in terms of musical influence, it's incredibly influenced by Taksim, which is a Turkish improvisational form.
I guess Doina supplanted Taksim as a presence in the because there are some of the earliest recordings of out of tempo pieces were called Taksim on record. So I assume that the change in the community corresponded to the change of what was commercially available on early sound recordings.
What does out of tempo mean? It's not a regular tempo?
It doesn't have a pulse.
It has no, yeah.
It's free meters.
Free meter.
is that what Doina is? Does Doina have a meaning, the word?
No, but it just means this genre of vocal or instrumental music. But if you go to the drugstore here, you'll find Doina lotion, Doina soap. And in Romania, you can't get it, but in the Republic of Moldova, you can get Doina cigarettes also.
It's like the word improvisation, right?
No, because it's a specific category.
Okay.
So it's a genre of music, or it's a genre, yeah. Or a form. Is that what I would say? Yeah, that's a better word. It's a form.
Does the word itself have a meaning? Or no. Okay.
It means doina.
Doina.
Yeah.